Hey Magic Souls, welcome back on magicraventarot channel. For those of you who are really new here and you are watching this for the first time, you are welcome here to follow this reading, and I'm hopefully will bring you exactly the things that you needed right now in your life, more clarification. And for those of you who returned here, thank you so much, especially for the videos that you guys liked very much. That tells me that I could create even more content around that thema. And the comments that you guys leave it in the under the description, I all the time read them, and I'm really very happy and grateful to connect with you in that way as well. And also, I am really grateful for all the suggestions that I'm getting about what type of videos I should post even more often, the content of it. I am growing as well together with you. This channel is growing right now. It's at the beginning. So I am really very grateful for all the support that you guys are giving to me and the feedback, because that motivates me to continue to do what I felt called to do so. And now we gonna choose for today's reading. We have, as usually, pile number 1 with the white quartz. We have pile number 2 with the tiger eye crystal, and pile number 3 with the green jade. We will see today what type of person you attract in your life, what type of people you really attract in your life. And we can attract many people, different personalities, different characters. So we will see for pile number 1 what type of people you attract in your life right now. I will take the first one. For pile number 2, all right, got you. This one. And for pile number 3, feel that this should be. All right. So now we have 3 oracle cards for each pile. Take your time and really follow your intuition. Follow the crystal that you feel drawn to mostly, or the number that you like to choose from the piles, and go for it. It's exactly the message that should arrive at you. All right, so I have on my left side 2 oracle decks, and I have here also 1 tarot deck and 3 more tarot decks. We're going to pick up 1 oracle card from each oracle deck and 2 tarot cards from each tarot decks. So let's start with those ones, and let's see for pile number 1 what type of people or persons you attract in your life. Pile number 1. Let's move a little bit here. This is for pile number 1. For pile number 2, all right. And for pile number 3, okay. Let's take those cards from here. What type of people you attract in your life? Pile number 1. Number 1, and I feel it's this one also. for pile number 2. One card. The second card for pile number 3. What type of people or persons you attract in your life? Have one card. Card. The second card. Pile number 2. I will take them. And pile number 3. One. Pull one more card. All right. Pile number 1. One card. Second. Pile number 2. What type of people or persons you attract? I have one card, and I'm gonna take this one also. And pile number 3. What type of people you attract in your life? What type of persons? One card. We want one more. All right. And now did I took this oracle? No, I didn't. So we're gonna pick up one oracle card from this deck as well. I don't know why I leave it at the end. Probably it should be like this. So that's all right. What type of people? Pile number 1. Attract. One more card. This one. So we have 2 cards for pile number 1. For pile number 2. What type of people pile number 2 attracts in their life? We have one card. Second card, pile number 3. One and the second. And now let's choose from this oracle deck, which probably it should be at the end. Pile number 1. What type of people pile number 1 attracts in their life or persons? So we have 1 for pile number 2. All right. We'll take it. And pile number 3. Okay, so now we have the cards. We will just go directly to the reading. I'm really also curious what type of people you attract in your life and what type of persons, and it could be more people with different personalities, different characters. So I'm curious as well, just like you, and I would love to describe them to you, and like that we can figure out as well on what frequency we resonate as well, because we attract exactly based on our vibration. So it could be good things, it could be bad things, it doesn't really matter. It matters that we acknowledge that and we can work with ourselves. So let's go directly to the reading. Hello, pile number 1. You choose the white quartz crystal. It's like this. And we're going to find out what type of people or persons you attract in your life. And we do know already that white quartz, it's the crystal which amplify all the energy that you might have, good or bad, and it helps with healing as well. So those people that you might attract in your life by choosing intuitively this crystal will help you with the spiritual growth, will help you to develop, and they actually bring good fortune and prosperity in your life. So let's see the cards, the oracle cards and the tarot cards for pile number 1. We have the ring. And the ring has like 2 meanings here. It could mean also commitment, marriage, engagement, but it means also cycles. So it goes like that. We also have amazed, the right aspect, and with the shadow aspect, shocked. So we're going to talk about that also. Move a little bit. We have 3 of Wands. See? So you guys might be in this sign, or you attract people with those signs. Fire signs we have here: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sensing. We have the King of Cups. Water signs also: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 7 of Wands. G. We have the King of Cups also. We also have the 6 of Water, 6 of Cups. We have also for pile number 1, 3 of Fire, 3 of Wands. The Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles. The King of Cups again, from 2 different decks. We have the King of Cups 3 times for pile number 1 here. And the Oracle card, Freedom. All right. So I see here for pile number 1, what type of people or persons you attract in your life. I can see that with the ring oracle card, pile number 1, you attract people who are really devoted and bring harmony in unions or partnerships. Of course, you can attract people who are really committed to the idea of getting engaged, getting married, form a partnership for long term with other people, really feel united with the others, a relationship, a partnership based on devotion and respect and loyalty. But it could be also that some people who come into your life who really go into many repetitive cycles. And it could be cycles like repeating some patterns within their life, or even including people who probably have trauma bond, for example, and they keep going to the same people all over and over again without really making changes, going in circles with certain problems or situations. So it could be that issue as well for some of you who resonate with this. But the ring usually being in marriage and commitment, and the ruby ring, because it's a ruby here on the top of the ring. This stone really symbolizes commitment. People who are also economic stable, and they bring good fortune. And these people are actually very valuable in our life. It could mean also for some of you a long devoted business partner. And we have also the light aspect, amazed, and the shadow aspect. And because I choose this special deck with the light and the shadow aspect, I'm gonna add as well some information concerning their shadow aspects that they might be holding into or that they've been through. And here with the shocked, the shadow aspect, I do see that these people that you attract in your life, they might have lived totally unexpected events. And at that time, they might have been not prepared for that. It wasn't part of their plan. And they mostly don't like surprises. Sometimes it can be so overwhelming that it's quite hard to see that event, and especially the synchronicity of the events, because it wasn't just one event. It's very hard when you are involved there emotionally and feel very overwhelmed of the events that are happening in synchronicity without having the outcome that you were expecting to. It's hard to see that actually it's a blessing in disguise. And this aspect of their shadow came with a lesson to be learned for them, for those people who are probably attracted to right now in your life. And shock usually can quickly morph into amazement with the light aspect and leads them to wonder about the possibilities they didn't know existed. And this turned into an amazing gift that actually they always had it under that shadow aspect that they had to deal with. And that gift, it's being innocent and childlike purity. And this type of people right now, they kind of act and they are like amazed, full of wonder. I'm kind of sensing here reactions on a certain situations or news, like, oh wow, oh my god, like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like really they are amazed by everything that is happening. Even when they discover something, they really express that fully, and they enjoy actually everything like a child surprises. Many times they react at this that happen in life being really astonished or amazed. And they might be showing that this light aspect towards you and the others. We have also 3 of Wands, which is a fire sign. We can have here Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I see that you attract people who might like freedom, adventure. They enjoy traveling. I'm kind of seeing here moving abroad or go to and travel to foreign lands. And they have self-confidence, a strong self-belief, and they kind of like to spread their wings and experience life fully. And these people work hard, actually. They keep their eyes all the time on the prize, on their goals. They are focused, and also they kind of encourage themselves, and they encourage the others also to visualize. I can see here this woman holding this wand, and you might not see exactly yet the result, but they like to visualize very much their goals. And one of the issue, if there will be an issue here with this energy, it's that when they are focused on some particular object, it can be easy to miss something else that is right in front of their eyes. So they kind of, their intention is to focus on a particular aim. So they have this tendency to not really see the big picture. And they kind of forget to live in the present while they are working towards their future. So probably they may need a little bit of help in this area. And we have also here cups, 3 times the King of Cups. So we might have, you might be in this sign, or you attract people with those signs, water signs, are very emotional, very involved in forming connections, relationship with the others, showing their emotions and expressing it fully. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy with the cups here. And those people, these persons, they are mature, very compassionate people, very caring and friendly. And they are quite at the base loyal. And I kind of see it here with the ring also. They are loyal, faithful. And some of them might even offering spiritual guidance and counseling, but they offer sympathy and they create sympathy in the others. There is a high amount of tolerance here involved. And pile number 1, you also attract generous people here. I can see like they like to give all the time, just like this man who offers this cup. And I can see that they are actually very diplomatic towards you and the others, very fair and gentle. They do know to listen, and they listen the others from a not judgmental position, where they are really like a pacemakers, and they can mediate the situation or the conflicts that arise. But they are at the basic core, they are very honorable, and they offer and give respect. And this is also including to themselves, like they respect themselves, and this is the energy that they send it out and turns back to them. And they are able to listen others, as I say, like really share their wisdom here. Very gentle and loving way, leading the others, I can see here, especially when the others are dealing with fears and separation, or when something is divided. They can actually collaborate they lead the others to collaborate in a more harmonious way, which is so beautiful. Like, you are so lucky, pile number 1. You attract these people who really can offer this type of support. I also see that these people that you attract are stable and diplomatic. They are really very calm. And you also attract people who rule their emotions. Like, they do have this depth of emotions inside, but sometimes, some of them, they might not really let themselves being ruled by it. They look like they are in control, but they might sometimes separate themselves from the others. And these people are really generous by heart. They might like arts and encourage creative endeavors of all kinds. And they are kind of less, it's not that they are less emotional like the swords, but they show less emotions. they do have those emotions inside, but they don't really show it so much. And they kind of tend to watch the world around with benevolent eyes from a distance. And they usually are figures of power in your life. It could be a father figure or a partner or a boss or a strong male figure. But they do keep a little bit of emotional distance. I can see here, no matter what it's the relationship, it could be a love relationship or other type of relationship. And at the base, they are supportive and loving, but also a little wary of getting involved. And they do have experience. They do know that love can be complicated sometimes, and they kind of help out without getting too close because they keep their heart a little too safe. But anyway, when they invite you over into their world, into their house, I can see here a small island. They do that only if they truly believe in your cause. And I also see pile number 1 that you, with the 7 of Wands here, you attract people or person who have strength of character, strong convictions. They might be also very defensive with this 7 of Wands energy. I'm kind of sensing here a little bit of aggressiveness, and these persons have really strong emotions and moral convictions. They might defend many times their position as they've been through many challenges during their life. And we see in this picture this man with so many tattoos on his body. And the tattoos actually tell the stories of what they have been through in their life. And they might have experienced aggression, as we see here in the picture, but they also feel the need to protect themselves and the others, probably. Especially with the King of Cups, I'm kind of sensing here, he has the King of Cups on the left and on the right. They have the tendency surely to protect a cause that they really believe. So this is a very important message. And I also see that they need to protect the others, especially people around them. These people always stood up and defended what they believed in, that's for sure, because they kind of have a strong character, I see here. You attract pile number 1 people who really stand up for their beliefs, and they are defensive and protective. And they might be in situations under attack for some of you where they play the role of being the scapegoat. And like really, they might be in a situation where they are bullied by probably in a narcissistic situation, but they are very strong-willed, I can see here. And this is a very interesting representation of the 7 of Wands, because it seems you attract people who leaded others to succeed, and now those people turned against them. They might attract extreme situation because of the circumstances where they had no control, but they are like really courageous and really try to resolve whatever they are dealing with. And I'm kind of seeing Mars in Leo here. And these people are really an authoritative leader. You might be dealing with, you attract actually someone who is really very authoritative leader. Leo, it's about space, territory, convictions. And when they are under attack, it's because of the Mars here. And number 1, you attract also calm people, despite the heavy emotion that they hold into. Like I see this man, he's having so many turbulent emotions within, but in the same time, I see that they kind of find a way to calm them down. And they're also very caring and protective. They guide others to arrive safe. Like I can see here the ship with the people who really want to arrive safe at their destination. So those people that you attract, they also offer a lot of acceptance in many situations with diplomacy and steadiness, I can see. And we have also the Six of Cups here. For some of you, you attract children, young people. And it might be that you might be taking care of children or working with them for some of you who resonate with this. But if you have been going through a thought time, I can sense here that you also attract support available to you from family and close friends. And for some of you, it could be that you attract people who also have homesickness, for those that live abroad. And those are innocent people also, kind and very playful. And they are often nostalgic and like to talk about sweet memories from their past. Many of them are founded on their relationship they formed in childhood, or it could be a situation where they really build strong memories towards some certain people from their past or places where they have been. And when you meet them, all the time they like to talk about the things that they did, the good old times, the places that they've been. And these people like usually to offer small gestures of kindness. And they all the time welcome you very playful and kind, I can see here. They definitely like to talk about the good old times. It could be also friends or people from your childhood that you actually attract in your life right now. But these people, this person, they are often triggered by the past. And I'm kind of sense it here more like in some situations, it could be that those emotions can distort the understanding of what is happening today. So they maybe need a little bit of help to acknowledge that. And by doing that, they can heal old wounds and co-create better reality. And in other situations, it could be moments where actually they really feel a nostalgia concerning really positive and good memories from the past, things that they've done in the past, together with you or with other people. I also see here the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands. And you attract people who have this capacity of foresight. And we have 3 times 3 of Wands. So definitely this is a clear reading for pile number 1. They definitely like to use their vision and plan for the future, moving forward very much, where they grow and expand. And for some of it could be attracting long distance relationships here, or people who really enjoy to go so much in holidays, in romantic holidays, somewhere far away. And you attract also people with strong self-confidence who actually expand their horizon and like to progress, but definitely very creative people. Very open to abundance of opportunities that life offers them. And they also like to co-create situations and relationships that are actually in harmony with their heart desires. And I also see pile number 1 that you attract people with common sense, very responsible, very practical, hard workers. Like when they know and they work hard for what they want, and they also finish what they've started. And they also know how to achieve their wishes because they are very determined and very strong will. Those people that you attract might be aware of the environment that they are in, and they might be loving animals. And they defend and protect their home, their family, or those close to them. And it could be here, for some of you, pile number 1, you might be dealing with an adult, usually between 25, 30 years old. It could be a male who is really very stable, reliable, loyal, and patient. They are very ambitious and honest, but sometimes they could be stubborn as well. I can sense here. They may have issues in showing emotions, and usually this is because they might have been raised by a father figure who had difficulty showing affections, like the Emperor energy or the King of Pentacles type of father figure. And they actually now work hard for the loved ones to provide them what they need. And he might be an earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But you can count on these persons because they are very disciplined and they created a lot of endurance. They are very diligent and they have their own routine, perhaps. But as a personality, this person that you attract in your life, they really are ready to finish the task that they involved into, and they are really capable of patience when it comes about long projects. And the thing is that when they decide to go on a certain direction, they might appear a little bit anxious to begin with, but definitely they are focused. I can see here, focused on their tasks, and they take pleasure in their work. Some of them might be athletes because they have a determination and self-discipline to succeed, especially in sports. I can see here. And they are not afraid when they need to complete a task. They are not afraid to get their hands dirty, metaphorically speaking. They like to do things. And instead of desiring, planning, or directing, they are more like, go out and do it person. But they also have the tendency that if they want something done right, they're like, if I want this to be done right, I have to do it by myself. They really like to do things. They like to enjoy food, to enjoy time with the others, to drink something. I can see here a lot of, like, you attract people who enjoy those pleasures very much. Cooking and having dinner, lunch together. Very beautiful energy, pile number 1. And I also see here that you attract people with deep emotions, very intuitive. And for some of you, they could be mediators or counselors because they kind of have a strong ability to empathize with the others. They know how to put themselves on the other people's shoes. You are blessed, pile number 1. I can see also here that you attract people who really have this gift to identify emotionally the people who really need help. That's interesting. They are also very open to communicate what they feel. They kind of help offering counseling and helping the others people. You, pile number 1, you attract compassionate people, very caring and friendly. And they are definitely loyal and faithful and offer spiritual guidance and counseling. They are very tolerant, and you attract also good listeners. I'm also seeing here the Freedom card. It's so beautiful, this card. See this maiden here. She kind of released this dove from her hands, and she has on the background this castle, which symbolize austerity and contentment. And the dove symbolize purity and freedom. So you attract people who can offer contentment and are pure by their heart, and they like to be free and offer freedom to the others also. Birds usually symbolize freedom of the soul. We do know that I love this card. we we are divine beings living in a existence of duality and mortal restrictions, and that changes all the time. And there is this capacity to dream about the possibilities of unlimited freedom. And these people that you attract know to review any areas of limitations in life that might be holding them or others back. And despite the tendencies of feeling victimized by the circumstances that couldn't be avoided or feeling overwhelmed by some choices, each one have the spiritual freedom that cannot be taken away. And that gives life meaning and purpose. So these people that you attract are very free spirit and very wisey. And they do know that for every action, there is an equal reaction. And that every freedom carries responsibility in the same time. So they are kind of guided by the higher power to really navigate choices and pray for the insight to use freedom wisely. You, pile number 1, are very blessed to attract those type of people in your life. I see only good things here. You do have people around you, support around you, and people who can actually offer you wise advices, counsel you, mediate you, enjoy the simple pleasures in life, who can really trigger you as well to maybe go over the past times where you might have lived shocked moments, traumas, and who can really bring at surface again that gift that many times the others really reflect what we have inside, the gift of really tap into your childlike innocence and purity and really be amazed of the wonder of what life has to offer and enjoy the small pleasures of life, basic things, discover new things, defending your beliefs, and really live a free life. So that was my reading for pile number 1. I really enjoyed this reading so much. It has so beautiful many cards, and I'm grateful that I was able to do that. So for you. So if you like this reading, press like on this reading, and you may leave as well a comment under the description in the comment box, because all the time I am reading. So I hope this was helpful for you. See you at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. You choose the tiger eye crystal. It's like this. Beautiful. And for pile number 2, this crystal tells me that you attract people in your life who are really brave and very courageous, and they can bring balance and harmony in your life. And let's see the cards now for pile number 2. What type of people you attract? We do have the snake. That's a warning. Right? We have the light aspect, nurture, and the shadow aspect, discourage. The Queen of Swords energy. So you guys might be in an air sign, or you attract people with this sign. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. We have the Fool. All right. Interesting. Like the Queen of Swords, it's looking towards this. She can see clearly with this sword the light and the shadow aspect. So those people are also aware of what they bring. We do have the Two of Cups energy. So for some of you might be dealing with water signs as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Jade. We have the Four of Pentacles, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the King of Water, which is the King of Cups. Very nurturing. Emperor. Wow. Seven of Wands. Fire signs also. Aries, Leo. Leo, strong Leo energy here, I feel. Sagittarius. Two of Pentacles. Of Coins. And the Oracle card, Awakening. Right. Pile number 2. I see first that you attract people or persons in your life who actually cannot be. I'm seeing here a warning with the tiger eye crystal and the snake. You might be attracting also someone who cannot be trusted or believed. And this type of person can actually cheat, deceive, and betray the others in a heartbeat. And probably you must all the time assure yourself or the others that you guys can be safe with a certain person. But I'm kind of sensing here that this person, it's actually superficial and malicious, especially when it comes about friendship. It could be that best friend who actually has duplicitous behavior, like two-faced persons. So pay attention here. You also attract in your life people who love to nurture. And I can see here with the shadow aspect, discouraged, that in the past, these people, they might have they might have been in situations that actually lead to self-talk, discourages. They probably dealt with people who discouraged them from moving forward in life, and they were probably often scared, and they thought that they are weak or not up for a certain job or for a certain relationship, and they had the tendency to overthink because those are the narrative that they heard it often from an outside influence also. And then even if that outside influence it's not present in their life anymore, they had to deal with this shadow aspect where they continued that self-talk. And I can see here that in the past they lacked the ability to be nurtured. And this actually, they found somehow, I can see here, a way to get out of it, of that pattern. And now they are like, they know how to do it and they know how to fix it and they just do it. And they also know how to show to the others how it's the way to get out of that self-negative narrative talk, or thinking that you are not enough good for a certain relationship or for a certain person or for a certain job. And I can see that they actually turned discourage into courage, and they now go with the gut. And they play what's in front of them and they don't worry about making mistakes anymore. They trust themselves now. They manage to really tap into this gift that was under this shadow aspect that they had to deal with. And now they transcended that and they trust themselves now. They know that they are making the right moves, and this actually turned it into an amazing gift, which is nurture. And they do love to nurture. They have this capacity to cherish and care for those around them. And this is their way of showing the others how much they mean to them. They're very much the great nurturer, but it could be that they still have to deal with some reminiscence of their shadow aspect, and that could be the lack of the ability to be nurtured by the others. Like many times they give, but they are missing out to be nurtured back. And it seems that sometimes they might not allow others to do the same to them. And they need to understand that this actually, it's not a weakness and vulnerability, to allow others the opportunity to really show them how much they care for them, how much they love they have for them. And that could be still echoes of that shadow aspect, because that's what they've learned, that they don't deserve to be nurtured, that they don't deserve that love. So they might still be dealing with people who they might still have this reminiscence of depriving others the opportunity to share their nurturing side when they don't allow the others to reciprocate. Interesting. Shadow and light aspect. You attract also in your life with the Queen of Swords energy. This person, they might definitely, because I'm kind of seeing her being aware of this light and shadow aspect, they might have known loss in the past and suffered. But now they kind of gained strength and wisdom. And this person that you attract into your life will step in when you are vulnerable and protect you or help you when you have to overcome a certain problem or a complicated situation. I'm kind of seeing here a mature female or a feminine person who is very chatty, quirky, very supportive, and she might be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. She can have quite a sharp tongue on her at times, but she's quite strong, very fair and funny, sophisticated, as I see how she's dressed, and independent and capable. She's not clingy or needy. And she has strong principles, I can see here. Pile number 2, you are very lucky. You attract honest people, very protective, who are really fair, and they offer constructive criticism. And this person, it's very strong and realistic. They like also to solve problems, and very open-minded, very wisey and powerful. She looks like she's in control of everything, and she's like very independent thinker and communicate honest with you, because they also seek the truth, and they are really straight shooters. They know how to cut through the nonsense and take charge of their own life. They have a lot of experience and wisdom. And they do know, with the sword, I'm kind of seeing here that they do know to see clearly, despite any emotions that could really cloud the thoughts of others. And they are not cold, they are just calm and cool. They also dislike to be lied. You attract this person, but who would like to be lied? I'm kind of seeing here that they are ready to defend whoever asks their help, and who is under their protection. And if you are on her side, you can count on a good ally here. And this person that you attract in your life, it can be older, but very powerful in your life. And they kind of insist on speak the truth. I'm speaking the truth. I'm telling you exactly how are the things. They see the things very clearly and complex as well, and take the right decision all the time. And they are very fair play. So you can depend on the help of this person as long as you play by their rules. And their rules is speak the truth out, be fair, and defend those who are in need. Very strong and intelligent energy I can sense here. It could be that they intimidate others, this person that you attract in your life, and they might appear distant and cool when they are dealing with other people, but they are not afraid to really speak their mind, use their sharp tongue, and use their intellect. And that's actually pile number 2. That's a blessing, because we might live in such a confusing world. And with the snake card here, where you might be dealing with a so-called friend with 2 faces, I think the presence of this woman in your life is actually very needed, because they kind of see it through. And I'm kind of seeing the snake really looking towards that. Like, this is interesting. People whom we attract in our life, they reflect our shadow aspect many times. And probably this snake use their shadow aspect in appearing like they want to nurture you, but in the same time discouraging you. And this Queen of Swords really see through them, and they feel really attacked by it. Interesting. I can also see with the full energy that you attract people in your life who really like to travel to places they have never been before. And you also attract innocent people, very adventurous. It's like I see them here. I like to travel. I like to be spontaneous, and they are really very idealist. And they might appear that they do not care or they cannot commit. For some of you, they might be carrying this energy of young at heart. But they might be naive and spontaneous, but they do have a lot of potential. And they have the capacity to really see the new horizons. And you attract people who embrace the unknown. The full energy, it's an energy which really, they like to take risks and take a leap of faith. It's like, I am flying into who knows where. And I can sense here that sometimes they reach a point in their lives where they have no choice than close their eyes and jump into the situation. But they also carry this energy where they do know and they believe truly that to be able to reap the good rewards, you have to take a leap of faith. So they are not fools, definitely. They can take big decisions, and they are not afraid to make the kind of choice that can change the whole life, actually, even if it looks that it shakes up a little bit the things. And they listen many times to their gut, and they do it even if sometimes the situation that they jump in, or the relationship, or the adventure, or the project doesn't work out as they planned it, they actually learn something and grow from that experience. So that's quite very positive card. And pile number 2, the 2 of Cups you have also here. And that's, I can see that you attract in your life possible soulmates or a twin flame, but you attract people who can actually offer you harmony and balance and mutual respect. I can see here good partnership. It could be also in business or relationship, but there is this energy of mutual affection and respect and a very deep connection. It's this card, the 2 of Cups, it's not a card only about mutual attraction, but it's also about deep emotional bonding as well. So you do attract romantic people in your life, friends, and business partnership who can actually connect emotionally with you. And they feel attracted by you as well, to be really united and to form an alliance and a partnership. Very beautiful. Pile number 2. So those are good times for you right now. I don't know what you are doing, but you attract probably the right things for you right now. You have also help here. I can see that you might attracting also a person who might be holding too tight on the other people or things, and they might have issues where they are actually very concerned or on their financial stability or financial security. And I can see this woman here standing here, um, and she's blended in the gate of her property. So you attract also a person who keeps everybody at a distance, or you might be knowing this person already. And this woman, she holds close to her heart here what she achieved in life, and she kind of wants to protect her belongings. But they are like fixated to hold into their wealth so often that actually they isolate themselves. They isolate themselves from community, from friends, from their family. And they might feel like financial insecure and very possessive. So pay attention to these people as well. We have also the King of Water and the Emperor. Pile number 2, definitely you attract also compassionate and mature people in your life, very caring and friendly, who can be loyal and faithful, and they can offer this spiritual guidance and counseling. They are very tolerant, good listeners. They respect themselves and they offer respect to all the beings. And they are able to listen the others and share their wisdom. And very gentle, very loving persons. And I also see a lot of diplomacy and stable energy, which offers calming solutions. And with the Emperor energy, some of you might be dealing with a father figure here, or a partner, or a friend, or a boss who is very protective and logical, quite practical. But with the Emperor energy, I can see that this person might be good in business, and they are actually very powerful protector, but sometimes they can be stubborn. They appear like mysterious, and they don't really show their feelings. They don't talk their feelings, actually. They more show it through their action, but they don't really talk about it. And they prefer to listen the feelings of the others, and the others talking about. With the King of Cups energy here, I'm kind of sensing that they like to listen a lot and talk less about their own feelings and emotions. But when it comes about their loving and gentle and loving feelings that they have for you and the others, they go directly into showing. Beautiful. Very beautiful. And I'm also seeing here that they kind of have the tendency with the Emperor energy and with the Queen of Swords here, they have the tendency to really use their logic over the emotions more. And this is interesting representation of the Seven of Wands. I can see here, and I can see the star behind also. You are dealing with, you attract people in your life who really have strong character. They stand up for their beliefs, and they are very defensive and protective. And it could be that they might have been in a situation where they've been under attack from the others. It could be different social opinions, or I kind of see here that actually this person helped those people, and now those people turn against him or against her. But they definitely attracted some extreme situations, and they are courageous, and they kind of trying to resolve whatever they are dealing with. We have here Mars in Leo, and that tells me that these people that you attract are very authoritative leaders because of the Leo energy, especially when it comes about their boundaries, their space, their convictions. but they are kind of often under the attack with the Mars energy here. Like they need to defend all the time their space, their opinions, and so on. And I also see here the Two of Pentacles, that point number 2, you attract people in your life who are flexible, who like to stretch their resources, and they kind of act with grace under pressure. And they like to balance things in life and adapt. Very impressive. And it looks like they juggle many things at once, very multitasking. And they are also aware of these cyclical patterns of life. And they kind of use those patterns to their own advantage. I'm seeing in this picture this man, he juggles with those 2 coins. And there is this metal sphere merging out of the water. So these people that you attract in your life follow their heart desires by handling different facets of their life. They this is so beautiful. It's like they are having a way of dancing lightly among and between those cycles. And they use in the same time this for their own advantage instead of being ruled by them. Beautiful. And they do know how to accomplish what it seems to be impossible. So they might have a issue with, they might be saying things like, I don't know if I'm capable of this, but they are doing it. I don't know if I can do this, but they are doing it. I don't know if I really can do this and this and this, but they do it. And many times probably you have to step in and say, but you did it. But you succeed. You are very talented. You know how to juggle with all of those situations and people and circumstances very good. And it could be that this person it's more capable than they know, but they also test the limits of their own limits and other people's potential, because they challenge themselves a lot and they challenge the others also. I can see Jupiter in Capricorn here. So it's like with the Jupiter energy, they channel the unlimited potential through the structure and discipline of Capricorn. So these people accomplish more than they thought themselves are capable of, definitely. That's interesting. Pile number 2. And I also see here the Oracle card, Awakening. With the Awakening card, I can see that you attract people who are going through spiritual awakening or are awakened. We see this picture with this woman, and she kind of emerged from this bed of roses, which symbolize pleasure and pain. And she's surrounded by, I can see here, 2 cowslips. And they are called the little keys of heaven. And I'm seeing here that these people that you attract, they finally see the light. I can see her looking at this light emerging. And the power of light, it's like a metaphor in many words, cultures, and faiths. And it represents truth and the dispelling of darkness. But this process of awakening can take many forms. It can happen sometimes soft, like the dawn of the day, or challenging, when the blade of the truth with the sword cuts and severe ties that no longer serves them well. So they might be going through an awakening where they have to start to own their part in a situation and not blame the others. And these persons, these people that you attract, are actually brave to their core. And they are attracted by your light, by your nurturing light, by the way how you see the truth, the fact that you really take leap of faith and you offer very deep connection with the others. You lead them very well, and you know how to multitask all the things by defending your own beliefs and your own principles. And they do see that, those people, so they are attracted by this light because they actually seek the core to heal themselves. They seek to be able to use that gift of letting themselves be nurtured by the others and nurture the others as well. And I do also see here that they are releasing old fears right now. They consciously choose to open like a rose and really embrace new perspectives on their life. So you at pile number 2, you attract people who are dealing with this transitional energy of awakening. And this actually helps them to liberate themselves on their own journey of awareness and really have the assistance in discerning what is valuable and what it's not so valuable. Interesting. Wow. You have some work to do, pile number 2. I wish you good luck with that. You are blessed and helped as well when you have to deal with people who are still in their shadow, who still operate from their shadow. And in the same time, you have some work to do probably with people who are seeking for acknowledge. And it could be that even this friend who has two faces, by facing the truth of this light and shadow aspect that they reflect, it could be that they are going through an awakening and finally see the light. So stand your ground, pile number 2, speak out the truth, defend what you have to defend, and it's going to be all right. So that was my reading for pile number 2. I hope it was really helpful and it bring clarity. And if you really enjoyed this reading, please press like on this reading, and you may leave as well a comment in the comment section under the description box. And I hope it will help you. So see you at the next reading. Bye. Okay, pile number 3, you choose the green jade crystal. Looks like this. And those of you, pile number 3, who choose intuitively this crystal, that tells me that the people that you attract in your life usually bring harmony and balance, and they are very serene and gentle and loving towards you. And let's see the cards now. We have the star energy. Beautiful. We have also the shadow aspect, hopeless, and hope. Wow. Pile number 3, you have some work to do. I can see here. And it could be that you actually bring good fortune and hope. Star here. We have the 8 of Wands energy. So you might be in this sign, or the people that you attract in your life might be in this energy of manifesting so fast all the time, moving so fast, and they might be having this sign of Aries, Leo. even Sagittarius energy, it's coming through here. Definitely. We have the Seven of Wands, someone who is on a defensive mode. They're manifesting something here. It's like, look how many wands and how many opinions and people they have to deal with. They are really, we have the Seven of Swords energy. So some of you might attract people with air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We have the King of Cups, the female archetype of the King of Cups. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Justice card. Like a karmic cause and effect here. We do have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. The Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles. And we have so many sevens here. Like we have the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. Like this number could be, and we have 16, which is 7. So this number could be a significant number for pile number 3. We have the Chariot, which is also the number 7 and strong here. And we have the Oracle card, Hope. Beautiful. So many challenges, and you have the Star and the Hope, which is like, it carries the same energy for pile number 3. So I see here that you attract in your life people who shine, who offer guidance and healing with really gentle feelings, and they come into your life and they reassure you and they inspire you to they show you a new path to explore, and they might look shiny with the, like, even you can use this expression, like, when I look into their eyes I can see the stars. Like their eyes are really shiny and big and bright, and they have the capacity to have visions and a strong will to give birth to desires that can come true as well. And these people, they are like following their own star. And they are very optimistic and ambitious. They might be star seeds sent into your life as earth angels. And we do have here the hope light aspect and the hopeless, but I'm kind of sensing now that you might be dealing right now in attracting those people who also carry this shadow aspect within themselves. And I'm going to talk about it because it's quite very important to know exactly what they bring on the table and how you can deal with this situation. And remember that when you meet people who have some certain shadow aspects or light aspects, they often reflect what shadow aspects you might be carrying within also, if you are awake and aware of that. And in the past, this person that you attract in your life, they might have felt hopeless. Nothing was going right for them and for a long time, not just one event and one time. It's like a continuously long-term time of feeling hopeless, or when things didn't really went right. And they might have had even a miserable life in the past. And it's like they arrive at one point where they ask themselves, okay, how do I get back on track? And I'm kind of seeing it that they found it. They got rid of the things in their life that actually was weighting them down and wasn't really worth it fighting for. and they kind of unloaded and unpacked all the baggage that they carried within. They did that with courage, and they actually healed years of emotional attachment. And this was not easy, pile number 3, for those people that you attract in your life. But in their heart, they knew that that was the right move for them and everyone who was involved as well. And now they are kind of thankful. And people even come to them and thank them that they were able to do that. It's like when once they did that with themselves, they free the others as well. And this turned into a beautiful gift that now they share it with you, if you are aware. And this gift is that this person have really confidence, and they are very optimistic and have a positive outlook over the life. And they really believe strongly that life can be rainbows and unicorns if you believe it. And they might suffer right now of so-called Pollyanna syndrome, if you know, which is the unique ability to see the good in everything. It's a beautiful trait to have, and it's one of the reasons of many people are attracted by them, actually. And they also offer guidance to those who lost hope. Interesting how they use the gift now. And they do know that by changing the attitude, that suddenly makes the things appear like they are not so bad as they were before. And they also have a unique way of giving hope and guidance to those around, to shift into that perspective, to transmit that shadow aspect and that energy. Beautiful, beautiful. And that was not easy for them. And now you attract them. And it could be that they might still have echoes or situations when even thought they have that attitude of, I am happy, life is beautiful, look how beautiful is this. And then they are dealing with situation where they are really, the things don't really work the way how they plan it. They look many times upon you to guide them, especially because they are very fast manifestors here. I can see with the 8 of Wands, and things happen quite fast in their life. It's not that it's their energy. It really happens very fast. Many people are attracted by them. It's like they are catch it in this whirlwind, and they are trying somehow, they manage to control it and take the best out of it. So I'm seeing them doing their work, but of course they still might be dealing with some echoes of situation where they were feeling hopeless. And they do see people that they feel hopeless, and they bring hope and faith. And we have hope here, interesting, as the light aspect. And that tells me it's the confirmation that this is what it's inside of them, and this is what they give to the other people also. Very beautiful. And this is an earth angel representation here. So they definitely they are a starseed or an earth angel disguised. Beautiful. I also see that this person, it's all the time on movement. They ride the wind, and it's like turn that energy forward motion into something that works for their benefits. And they make the best of whatever is happening in their life. They kind of figure fast what they want and use that energy to move in that direction. They are definitely action people. You attract action people, pile number 3. So pay attention at your energy. If you are too slow and steady, they are not sitting there in one place all the time. They have to do something all the time. Something happens. I can see here that they might be looking like they are rushing into things, very energetic, positive, and infatuated over a situation or over a person. And they could look also obsessed by something, or be swept out of their feet suddenly. but they always find solutions and progress. And these people you attract could love freedom, uh, very positive, and love to travel. I can see also pile number 3 that you attract people, persons who might be in a defensive mode as well, even when it's not the case. It's like they challenge others all the time to show what they got. And they are ready for anything, and they defend themselves no matter what comes towards them. They're like all the time on the guard and not afraid of anything. But they could look also like they are on high alert here all the time, and that can really bring them exhaustion. And they really have a strong character. Like, you attract people who stand up for their beliefs and very defensive and protective. And they might be in a situation under attack also, where they are actually bullied, or they play the role of being the scapegoat. They may have been under a narcissistic abuse with a hopeless here situation. And they might be dealing with events and circumstances and people where all the time they have to handle informations, people. They might have responsibilities, a lot of projects. So it's a lot of pressure towards them, where they have really to stand on the ground and defend their beliefs, their convictions, and everything that they believe in. So interesting. I also see here that they are very strong-willed. They also, I can see them that they actually help other people, and now those people turn against them. I also see that, be careful, pile number 3, because you might attract a person also who is a thief. Metaphorical speaking, they might steal your heart also. It could be in some situations here. Or you might attract someone actually who brings deception, or it's dishonest with you, or try to manipulate the situation and get away with something, especially secrets. And it could be for some of you also a situation where you are attracting people who like to play pranks on others, and they have always the upper hand. And it could be that there might be situation where actually this person feels persecuted, restricted, and they might feel despair, victimized maybe. I can sense the energy of being paralyzed by fear, anxiety. With those two energies here, I can sense anxiety and feeling pressure and hopeless again. It's again the same energy, powerless and silenced, even blocked could be. And they are like feeling trapped and restricted, and they're like backed into a corner. They look like they're having their hands tied, and they are afraid in terror. They might be suffering of anxiety. They feel many times powerless, hopeless, and helpless. And they might be going through some circumstances where they are actually silenced or censored. And this could bring hopeless and anxiety into their life. But they kind of feel a lot of pressure. They might be going through some sort of crisis or going through a dilemma or a drama. And however, they are the one keeping themselves in this situation through negative thinking, by allowing themselves to be paralyzed by fear. And in the end, they just have to take the blindfold off and walk away at any time. So they might be dealing also with situations with the justice energy here also. A situation where they have to deal with the consequences and judgment of their own actions, their own words, their own behaviors, or outside influences where they are persecuted and judged by the others. Interesting. And it could be that this person actually is going through a karmic debt where what they did to somebody else, it's happening to them right now. But I can see that you attract also, I see here a woman that can actually help anyone who is in distress. And I'm kind of seeing this person transforming here from anxiety to helping others. Interesting. She kind of looking towards this King of Cups energy. And the King of Cups doesn't look back anymore at it's like they transcended those fears. So you could look at it like that also. Wow. Look what hope is doing, pile number 3. It can move mountains. Definitely this person transcended all of these issues, and they are helping now others who are in distress. She does have turbulent feelings and heavy emotions inside, but it looks from this picture that she built a solid base and nothing can actually disturb her sense of balance anymore. And now she kind of guides others through diplomacy and care. And she takes action to help those in need. And she offers acceptance and stability. Beautiful. You definitely, pile number 3, you attract now this energy of people who are compassionate and mature, very caring and friendly. And they are loyal and faithful and offer spiritual guidance and counseling. They offer sympathy and are tolerant. And I can see also that you attract generous people, very fair, very good listeners and gentle, who can mediate situation. And they are very honorable and offer respect to themselves and to the others. And they are like sharing their wisdom and lead the others away from their fears and make all the parts collaborate and work together. And they are like offering a very calming demeanor here. It's like they don't let themselves ruled by the emotions anymore. They might like arts. You attract people who enjoy art and encourage creative endeavors of all kinds. And they are like people who enter in the observer mode, looking with benevolent eyes from the distance. And that could be a figure of power in your life, but it could be an emotional distance between you and them. And it doesn't really matter what type of relationship is it here, but they are like supportive and very loving here. Interesting. It's like they do know how love can be complicated, but they found a way to offer their support and guidance from a distance without really getting directly involved. And they do have experience here. I also see that you attract people in your life who are honest and offer life lessons. They will challenge you to make life choices and be just, and especially with yourself and the others. And they are quite fair and have high standards and responsibility. They believe strongly in karma, and they do know what goes around comes around. And you also attract people who are capable of unconditional love, that really have access to this overflowing abundance and fertile love. And they are able, with the power of love, to co-create. You can see here with the Ace of Cups. And it's like they are hopeful and shining bright, just like this star. And they see all the possibilities available to them and the others. And it's like a very optimistic energy. They kind of bring dreams into being. They have a strong connection to the spirit realm, pile number 3, which informs this person and guides this person and allow it to illuminate the darkest of places. And this person might trigger you into doing shadow work or going through the dark night of the soul, which could be, for some of you, it could be painful, for some less painful. Sometimes the dark night of the soul, when we meet a person who trigger us to go into the dark night of the soul, it feels like once they step into our life, all the things started to rush, all the things started to be very overwhelming. Many karmic lessons are learned in a short time. They want a new beginning. They want you to step into unknown and really take the charge of your life. And it could really look overwhelming for those of you who are not awakened. And this person actually triggered you, and it could bring at surface feelings like feeling hopeless, feeling helpless, feeling powerless, shadow aspects that we hold within. And in the same time, it comes at surface a lot of stress, a lot of breaking down moments. It could be depression during the dark night of the soul. But if you are going through this spiritual awakening, which could be terrifying, you evolve, you find hope, you are able to control the situation, you are able to set up boundaries. They are teaching you with the justice card here lessons like setting up boundaries. Interesting. Wow, you have something here. File number 3. I see also that they trigger you into spiritual awakening and evolution. And these persons are actually very high empath, compassionate. And they might play a role of a friend, but I'm kind of sensing here that they actually come into your life more with the role of lover directly with the Ace of Cups. And they challenge you to socialize and get out of your comfort zone. And I can see here with the Chariot energy and the 7 of Coins, it's like they can see straight through you. Even your shadow aspects, even your light aspects also. And for some of you, pile number 3, that can be terrifying, but you are blessed to have a type of person like this in your life. Definitely it was needed for your own evolution. Some of you might be learning lessons or unlearned lessons. And you also, I can see that you attract people with who have patience and evaluate everything. I see in this picture this woman, she's ready to harvest the fruits of her labor, and she kind of waits the perfect moment, and she knows it's all about the divine natural timing, and she kind of planted the seeds of love, the effort, even wiped tears, and now she kind of waits. And this woman could be on a crossroad right now, evaluating the whole situation and thinking of her next move. And we have Saturn in Taurus here, which tells me that the Taurus want immediately to enjoy all the sensual experience of having the fruits. But the Saturn has the tendency to be cautious and patient, and it's very self-disciplinated. And we have here the Hebrew letter with the Chariot energy, if you guys can see. It's called Cheth, and it means fence. And as we know, the fence, it's a structure who is designed to contain and give shape and protection to what's inside. So you attract confident, will-powerful people. And they might appear to you prideful and arrogant, and sometimes angry, but the anger that they show, it could be caused by some sort of past insecurities, but they are strong, and they might be acting like an adolescent. it's like they do not have enough maturity to travel, metaphorical speaking, but they are confident. They might be lacking the experience that gives them wisdom yet, but as a virtue, they have really a strong willpower and they kind of believe in their own ability to move forward and succeed, even if they are dealing with obstacles in their life, or even if they have their own insecurities. Um, it's like they did not attain it yet the whole full self knowledge and wisdom, and that was because of their own ignorance. But despite of that, they are very powerful. They carry this energy of being optimistic, and they are kind of always available for the others to help them, to give them hope. They do know how to find the balance between the heart and the mind, and they protect their home. And I can see that they actually have very strong factors, motivating factors to do so, to do that. So even when they protect their home, but also when they go out in the world. And we have the hope card, which is so beautiful. I love this card. I can see here as an overall energy over the reading that pile number 3, in this picture, we have this praying angel, and she has some butterflies above here, and that symbolizes metamorphosis. So whatever people that you attract, they are going through a lot of transformation here, spiritual awakening, a lot of feelings that they need to transmute. And I can see that there is a tree here with those golden fruits, and there are some words inscribed here, which symbolize truth, charity, and joy. And we have a small white dove here also, which brings peace. And there are some stars falling here, like snowdrops. And according to the legend, when Adam and Eve were expelled from Eden, Eve was really very sorrowful that the cold and the snowy winters will never end. And then this angel came to comfort her, and he kind of breathed on the snowflake, and this snowflake transformed in a snowdrop. And snowdrops, we know that they are the first flowers that we see after the winter months. They symbolize hope, actually. So you attract in your life, pile number 3, people who, when things go wrong and others have the tendency to clinch on cold facts rather than embracing hope because of their fear of being humiliated or disappointed. And when our situation, when everyone around says you should give up, this person kind of comes into your life, and it's like they whisper to you, try one more time. They kind of awaken inside of you courage and strength and inspiration. And I can see that this person gives you a new perspective, no matter how hard it is, no matter what. It doesn't matter what life burdens you are dealing with. She or he encourage you to keep going. Don't give up no matter what. Go. Do that. It doesn't matter how hard it is. You have to continue. You have to stick to what you value. You have to follow your heart. So they keep telling you that you attract this energy. Someone who really brings hope, even in situation where they seem impossible. Even when you feel that everything happens very fast, even when you feel that you have to defend yourself, when you feel that you are paying some karmic debts, when you feel hopeless or helpless and powerless, with so many deep emotions within yourself, they are like, keep going. Come on, show me what you got. It's like this, and the energy. And it could bring discussions as well, where both of you might defend each other, boundaries and so on. But in the end, you are dealing with an earth angel with a star seed, definitely, who come into your life to awaken you. I know that the dark night of the soul can be painful and it could feel like hell sometimes, but some of you who are spiritual awakened, you know what it means. That there are many shadow aspects that you will probably have to deal with. And I can see also here that they actually challenge you, this person challenge you to reevaluate what you are hoping for and really make the difference between false hope that can actually lead to delusions. So that's a nice, interesting lesson, because you might be dealing with situation where you will have eureka moments and you will say, oh, that was an illusion. And then the real hope that actually can empower you to manifest your dreams and actually look towards a brighter and more beautiful future. Wow, pile number 3, you have some work to do. You attract very strong people. As I'm saying, for some of you who might not know, you can read about earth angels or starseed, because it's interesting with what energy they present themselves into your life. They might be looking like, oh, this little victim who went through so much and they are hopeless, and they might be carrying this energy of trigger you into your awakening, trigger you and activate within you the gift to give them hope and help them, and really transcend all of those emotions and heal the past ones as well. So that was my reading for pile number 3. I hope those information was really needed, that it brought clarification into something that probably it was inside of you that needed to come at surface, and that you are more aware of the people that you attract in your life, maybe patterns that repeat, and do not lose hope, pile number 3. And if you like this reading, press like on this video. You can leave a comment in the comment section under the description box, because all the time I am reading them patiently. And I hope I see you at the next reading. Bye.